Hello, and welcome to a brief overview of naturalistic developmental behavioral interventions, also known as NDBIs. So what is NDBI? NDBI is derived from developmental psychology and the science of applied behavior analysis, or ABA. They are research-based interventions that combine components from both fields and take advantage of the strengths of each approach to better teach and support young children. The goal of NDBI is to make developmentally important changes in social communication, play, and cognition for young children with autism and other neurodevelopmental disabilities. Some examples of behavioral approaches include environmental arrangement, direct teaching, prompting, reinforcement, and shaping of behavior. Some examples of developmental approaches include following a developmental sequence, teaching in the natural environment, following the child's lead, promoting joint engagement, and relationship building. NDBI is at the intersection of behavioral and developmental approaches to early intervention. In the past, developmental and behavioral approaches were seen as separate disciplines. A developmentally focused practitioner would emphasize the developmental theory and practice as most appropriate for young children, while a behavioral practitioner would follow behavioral learning principles. For a long time, these two approaches seemed incompatible. With new research, leaders in early intervention are reshaping how we work with young children, and the two approaches are being successfully integrated. There are multiple NDBI models backed by research, along with manuals that provide guidance for implementation. You may already be familiar with some of these models, like the Early Start Denver model, or ESDM, Enhanced Milieu Teaching, or EMT, Incidental Teaching, or IT, Joint Attention, Symbolic Play, Engagement and Regulation, or JASPER, Pivotal Response Treatment, or PRT, and Project Impact. These NDBIs represent the integration of ABA and developmental science, and they not only allow us to achieve more substantial and accelerated child learning and behavior change, but they are particularly well suited to the infant and toddler autism population now being served. So why NDBI? Well, they are empirically validated interventions that address a wide range of developmental areas and skills. Current research suggests that NDBI is a promising new approach that is not only effective, but socially accepted by providers and families. NDBI is consistent with practices and recommendations from professional organizations such as the Division for Early Childhood and the National Association for the Education of Young Children. NDBI also supports inclusive early childhood education, as demonstrated by this article by Siller and colleagues. They can help broaden inclusive opportunities for many children through complementing and extending NAEYC, developmentally appropriate practices, and DEC's recommended practices. The purpose of this bite was to introduce you to the ways that developmental and behavioral approaches are being integrated in early childhood education. We hope this leaves you with a basic understanding of NDBI, so you can talk about it with colleagues and parents. So what is NDBI? At the end of this video, try writing a short description or explaining it to someone. If you are interested in learning more, additional bites are available explaining the 8 common NDBI strategies, application of the NDBI strategies, and common misconceptions. You can visit the START website for more information.